point of view. You used to be a 5 a.m. at the barn for 2 hours wearing cute outfits type of cowgirl. And now you're a ride at home, riding 3 to 4 days a week with your horse for 45 minutes, wearing Adam Sandler's clothes and seeing better results.
Welcome to the Resilient Reiner, the premier podcast focused on mental performance for equestrians and improved horse show performance. Whether you're a rookie reiner or a seasoned competitor, this show is for riders who want to take their skills to the next level and achieve their full potential in the show ring. I'm Nicole Burnett, and I'm a master mindset coach who's obsessed with helping you achieve all those horse dreams you always thought were impossible. Join me each week to develop a show-ready mindset and gain the competitive edge you need to compete with confidence.
No, for reals. I literally used to wake up at 5 a.m., go to the barn from say 5:30 to 7:30. I was there 5-6 days a week. I would get all dressed up and I was just doing the most. Now, don't get me wrong. I love dressing up. I love being girly. I love long, relaxed rides where I have the opportunity to not rush through teaching my horse something or to not rush through learning something myself. But life goes on. I have 3 young children. We have been through injury and job changes in our family that completely threw me off my old schedule. And I'm not even talking about the horses here. I had to shift. And to be honest, I didn't have as much time to keep up on laundry, and I started occasionally riding in sweatpants. If you've never done this, try it, but don't say I didn't warn you. It is so comfy. You may have a hard time going back to jeans. I warned you. No, my rides, they got shorter. They got more focused. My horse had some lameness issues and could only handle being ridden 3 or 4 times a week. But despite all of these changes and all of these differences, we still had an amazing show season. So it really made me think, like, what is going on? What's going on that so much is different and yet it's somehow better in many ways? So here are my thoughts. I still show up. It's different, but I'm still consistent. It's not at 5 a.m. to drive to the barn while slamming coffee as I jam out in the car on my drive to the barn 6 days a week. And honestly, thank God that's not what my riding journey looks like anymore. Growth and change are a sign that I am growing and changing and progressing. A lot has changed over the years. And, life has a way of changing, even if you aren't looking for changes, right? Change finds you no matter what. And that change taught me a lot. And the biggest being how to do less more effectively. So for me, that meant as a mom of 3, I don't have hours to dedicate to the barn anymore or any time to waste. If you don't have kids or your kids are grown, this isn't about you and kids or not, okay? This is about acknowledging that as life goes on, we all have demands placed upon our time. For a lot of folks, myself included, that's kids. In a way that I never appreciated pre-kids, it changed everything for me. And having my time more restricted in that way, it forced me to learn how to filter out all of the extra fluff and focus on what was going to give me the biggest bang for my buck when it came to results. And you know what I was left with after I cut out all the flashy stuff that didn't matter anyway? The boring basics. I know. They're a classic, all right? A soft horse. Is that horse? Is it soft in the bridle, soft to my hands, soft to my legs in every single way? Is this horse soft and willing? quality gaits, transitions? Can we have smooth, easy, balanced transitions within gaits from one to another? Like, can we shift and expand and contract? Can we do all of this easily, smoothly, powerfully? Partnership. Oh my gosh. I'm saying this third, but partnership with the horse, like both in terms of a shared understanding and shared goals of what we're trying to create together, and also just partnership of we like each other and we like our time together. And the fourth thing, my mental game. Yes, things like breathing, visualization, meditation. They absolutely improved my riding without more time in the saddle. No joke. All right. So, of course, I'm passionate about those things. The basics for a horse and the basics for an unshakable mental game are so similar. Focusing on my mental game and doing less more effectively, this got me into the best competitive shape of my life. Yeah, even after having kids, even being in, my mid 30s with limited time. Oh my gosh, realizing that was so powerful. And that's why I share this, to realize that I'm still capable. I can still make progress. That just because things don't look the way they used to look, it doesn't mean that I'm doomed to failure. And yes, I am dramatic. Okay. I can be a little dramatic, and I'm sure I'm not the only one. All right. One thing that hasn't changed is that rain or shine, I always show up for myself consistently. And this is so key, is showing up for yourself consistently. To be honest, it might be less than I would prefer at times. And it might be at odd times of day or night, and it might be in weird clothing, but I always show up for myself. So, however circumstances have changed in your life, don't let it bring you down. Just because things have changed doesn't mean that they're worse. Just because things change doesn't mean that they're better. The real power is your perspective. Let's say your horse is laid up for 6 months with an injury. Instead of focusing on how you will miss the show season, focus on how you can lessen on other horses and develop your adaptability, your feel, your problem solving, and confidence. You spend more time with your horse just hanging out and hand grazing and deepening your bond. Let's say your horse just doesn't love your discipline and you finally decide that it's time to sell. Instead of feeling sad and deflated, can embrace how you are doing the best for yourself and your horse. Because finding a suitable home for them where they can do what they love and they can be appreciated for the horse that they are, instead of you being upset that they aren't a good fit and they aren't what you want or need. What a powerful shift. Perhaps you're riding a young horse and you have to adapt to shorter rides to accommodate their shorter attention span. I know I've been doing that this year. Instead of focusing on how it's so much harder than riding older horses and being frustrated and stymied after every ride, you can focus on the opportunity to practice getting in and out quickly, right? To really focus on having to decide your number one priority for any given ride, and just to practice quitting after progress, not perfection. So, friend, fellow cowboys, cowgirls, definitely give riding in sweatpants a try at least once before winter ends, okay? And shift your focus. Shift your focus to showing up for yourself, even when, and especially when it looks different than it has in the past. I believe in you. Happy trails. And don't forget to get on the wait list at Resilient Rainer Academy for the course to get you confident in the saddle, dropping so soon. Oh my gosh, almost ready, guys. And getting everything lined up behind the scenes for you. And don't forget to scroll down, hit 5 stars, leave a comment about something that you appreciate about the podcast, And share this episode with a friend who needs this, because we all need both a loving hug and a kick in the pants when things get hard and they start looking different than we expected. And pivoting is hard. Okay. It's hard to keep going. So share this with a friend who needs that encouragement, and can't wait to talk soon. Also, guys, I am gearing up to launch the mental gym late spring, but before the mental gym opens up again, I am so excited about Resilient Rainer Academy because I get so many questions about confidence as a writer. I think this is just one of the biggest blocks I see that writers run into that is blocking them from leveling up and really unlocking their true potential in the saddle. So, because I want to give you guys as much as I can, I have been creating this amazing course that I am going to drop in the next month here, all about confidence for writers. So in the mental gym, we go over everything, and it's live coaching. We get into the details of you and your horse and your mind. And this course is going to be pre-recorded so you can go through it completely on your schedule. And we are going to get into the nitty-gritty of how to build your confidence as a writer. I'm talking literally, I take you step by step with at-home exercises and homework for you to do of like, here's what you need to do before your ride. Here's what you need to do after your ride. And I hold your hand and I will teach you to be a confident writer. So if you're interested in this, I'm putting up a wait list so you can be first notified as soon as it goes live. ResilientRainerAcademy.com. You can get on the wait list, and I'm going to put it in the show notes. Okay. I am just so excited to give this to you guys because I can't wait to see the improvement and the amazing impacts it's going to have for you and your horses. So anyway, sending you guys all of my love, happy trails, and go ride your horse.